स्पाइस रेडियो और रेडियो रिमझिम सुन रहे हैं आप। गपशप का प्रोग्राम है। हमारी घड़ियों में बाद दोपहर के 2:07 हो चुके हैं। अब से लेके 3 बजे तक आपका और हमारा साथ रहेगा हमारे आज के इस कार्यक्रम में, जिसका नाम बड़े प्यार से हमने गपशप रखा है, क्योंकि इसमें वो सभी बातें जो आज आपकी नजरों में अटकेंगी,
खटकेंगी
और दिल में समाएंगी उन सबको लेकर हम हाजिर हैं, ये बताते हुए कि बाहर का मौसम खुशनुमा है। और आज हमारे स्टूडियोज में राजेश मनसुखानी आए हुए हैं, मुंबई राज।
Thank you.
Welcome into the program.
Thank you, Shushma ji.
How
Thank
are
you
you
so
doing?
much. I'm doing very well. I'm always doing very
You're
well.
looking actually very good today. क्या बात है?
Maybe the spice. Maybe.
Before we delve into your arrival in Vancouver and
Yes.
talk all about that and your podcast and your other stuff, let's just talk about the 21st annual DQ Miracle Treat Day today. So it takes place every year. BC Children's Hospital benefits from all the ice cream people can eat from Dairy Queen.
Wow. Are we eating some too?
We probably have to.
Oh,
There's
that's
no
nice.
two ways about it.
That's nice. The sun also has come out.
There you go. So आज जो भी जाके DQ से आइसक्रीम लेंगे, उसके जो प्रोसीड्स हैं वो BC चिल्ड्रंस हॉस्पिटल को दिए जाएंगे, और खास तौर पे जो ब्लिजर्ड ट्रीट आप लेंगे, that will be fantastic.
Yeah, I love blizzards. Yeah.
You do? Okay, well, there you go. Then we'll all be eating that today, and all the proceeds will go to BC Children's Hospital. Any news? And after that, I've got to take Mumbai Raj, and we'll talk about how Mumbai Raj came about.
Yeah, let's talk about some of the fires. I feel like the news is full of fires
Yeah.
right now. Over in Hawaii, they have some deadly wildfires going on, and they're saying don't travel to Hawaii right now. The airport has a lot of people taken in just so they can be away from the fires as well. So it's
Right.
used for like refuge. So yeah, they're making sure that people don't go out to Hawaii, but that's not the only place we have all these wildfires. Right now, apparently in Tofino, a couple decided to draw a heart into the sand and then lit it on fire, and they're getting a lot of backlash for actually doing that. So I don't know. I mean, right now we have so many wildfires, especially along the Okanagan.
Are they
and
crazy or what?
that's what I'm saying. But it's okay. They're getting a lot of backlash, and especially from the locals. They're just so angry that they would do something like this.
Right.
Especially in Tofino, where it's so beautiful, and they have just been dealing with fires, right?
They have
Everywhere we've been dealing with so many fires, right?
And the tornado that hit Maui, my friends who've got a place there, they were in Maui at that time, and they with great difficulty got back home today.
Oh my gosh.
So I was very happy that they were very safe, and we are hoping that everybody who's there is safe. And it's sad that over 30 people have passed away.
Yeah, I mean, even for all of the tourists that are out there, I think it was Air Canada that sent out an empty plane just to bring people back.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, so they did say it was difficult because of the airport and all of the smoke, and, you know, obviously you need to make sure you can see when you're flying a plane. But it is good that they are doing that, and they are bringing people back in an empty plane. I don't know, I don't think airlines would make any money off of that, but that's just from the goodness of their own heart, right?
That is true. So, Maya, we've got a very special person in the studio today.
Yes, we do.
Do you know who he is?
I mean, apparently we met at Mughal Azam,
Yes.
but I was like a chicken with my head cut off. I'm like, can you please come in front of the camera? Let's talk about Mughal Azam. Because I was doing interviews with everyone that was watching the show, and it was a lot going on, for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure. But it was lovely. Worth it.
Very
it was totally
much worth it.
Totally
very
worth
much.
it.
Well, our relationship with Mumbai Raj goes back to the start of our radio station. When we started in 2006, he was one of the first people to be, inducted in our, broadcast, studios. And he was doing a special program from Mumbai.
Wow.
Well, you were here at that time, weren't you?
Yes, I was here and traveling to and fro.
Yeah, and half an hour from 6:30 to 7 was the Mumbai Raj show.
Ooh.
I can never forget it because it's like you have your own name, which is Rajesh Mansukhani, but then the Mumbai Raj name, I think when you Christian somebody and you give it a different birth name.
Yeah.
And I never forget that afternoon, and I'm going to take the liberty of saying it. And I was here, and I was earlier coming on doing my Gup Shup shows because I was a PR head for Shamak Davar. And we used to come and chat, and I used to get all my notes, and I would have 50 papers here. And Sushma ji was being nice, and she said that after some time, you don't need these papers.
Yeah.
You're not a newsreader.
Yeah.
You have to keep your papers down. So I started keeping it under the table. But she yet caught me. And then she realized that, you know what, this guy is a little bit gifted with the gab, and then we should start a show, and you have got so much of a Bollywood thing. And she put me in the conference room down, and she said, I'm giving you half an hour. Come up with a name. We're going to launch the show next week.
Oh my God.
So I'm sweating right and I'm sweating left because the show.
Yeah.
Then she gave me the timing to just make me more nervous.
Yeah.
It's 6:30 to 7 o'clock. It's only you. I said, lovely. And she's saying the name you have to think within half an hour. This is the paper. This is the water. Sit here.
Oh my gosh.
I'm doing a show. When I come back, get the name. And I'm scribbling away, Mithu and Bombay. I don't know what all. I said, what do I do?
Yeah.
And then I just on a paper done like a Scrabble. There was some by Mumbai, there was somewhere Rajesh, somewhere Raj, and she just walks in and and she says, yeah, right, yeah, this is Mumbai Raj. Yeah, the name Mumbai Raj. And she put it together like a Scrabble, and then the artwork was out, and then Mumbai Raj was born.
That was a very good impression. When I was looking at you, I felt like I was looking at Shushma ji talking.
Yeah.
I felt
After
it.
1 hour sweating, she just came and said, Mumbai, and I had Mumbai Raj done. Are you okay? I said, I'm more than okay. Just keep the name because I'm nervous.
Yeah. Oh,
Actually, I should give credit to Diana.
Yes, Diana was there.
Yeah, Diana
Yes,
was there,
yes.
and she's the one who said yes, he would be fantastic for
It
the
rang a
station.
bell to her, yes, and
Yeah,
she was very, very...
and she liked it. So
Yeah.
Mumbai Raj was born on that day.
wow.
Thank you so much. It's so nostalgic. I'm telling you, I was like overwhelmed coming in because it's like a full circle because I've started from Gup Shup, never known how a mic is and never know this, and there are a few things that and then in the evening we would pre-record, not record on the weekends, and then I would go on saying ki Shah Rukh Khan has gone there, and she would again press those fancy buttons and said, you can't be saying for after go with it.
Yeah.
And I would say okay. And now I've not stopped.
Yeah. I
It's
guess.
all thanks to her. I can't just forget that ever. And I think, I don't know whether I'd be 90 or whether I'd be 100 or whether I don't know how many podcasts I do, but it has been a fact. And I'm not just saying it because I'm air, because it's a fact. And besides me, I think I'm just a little drop in the ocean, but it's like a training school for spice. I feel that everybody who's listening and everybody who's, passed out from this school of spice radio, RJ 1200, remember?
Yes.
So they have graduated, and I know friends I remember Gopi and Rakhi. Rakhi is doing so well for herself, Angelina and Tarannum and Safia and Ronil, and I don't know the names, but I've just seen them coming here, and I've sat with them, and then suddenly they are on maybe different radio stations. I don't know which all to name, but they are doing so well. And I'm equally proud of them, and it's all thanks to the teacher.
And also, you can't clap with one hand, so everybody has great talent. And if the talent isn't there and you just keep pushing them, nothing happens.
No, I get that.
So they are very talented.
I get that sense of modesty, but there is a little bit of training that you need. You need a kind of a platform which is so huge because they are all from a little bit of a South Asian background. They do not know the acclimatization of Vancouver. You come here, then you have a person correcting you, and you feel like, okay, what's happening? This is happening, that is happening, and then you realize that there's a little bit of firmness, but there's a little bit of sweetness because it's in the long run. You realize, why did I always wondered? I said, doesn't matter. And I also remember that I lisp. I don't think I lisp as the age. I think the lisping shuts a bit. I don't know, but I used to lisp a lot earlier, and I used to try to correct it like I'm in Britain. And she said, and I remember this because it's a huge thing. She said, do me a favor, keep going with your lisping. Do not correct the word because you're lisping. So these are few keynotes. At that time I felt like, okay, and now I feel like, oh my God, they were pearls. And that's why when I'm doing my podcast, I've taken it on my oath, like as she had told me, I do it at one take. So I don't want to wait and, nobody's seeing you editing and putting it out. Yeah. So I can do 10 times. I do it once, and then if it is gone, like there was a movie which recently came, Rocky or Rani. I think for some time I was saying Rocky or Raja. And after some time I said that, I think I said Rocky or Raja. So I said, listen, it's Rocky or Rani.
Yeah.
I don't want to cut and patch. And
yes.
My producer in Dubai, Rahul, would not want to do all that for me.
No, of course
He's not as easy as Shushma ji.
I want to add on to something too, right? Like how Shushma said, or how you said that, she helps you and she guided them. But I think it's also she believed in them. And
Truly.
I think that is one of the biggest things that helps someone become something,
because
is having someone believe in you and empower you.
When your parents give you confidence, when you even get, like, I always got 35% back home.
Okay.
That educated I am. But my parents felt that, wow, that's the confidence. He's got 30, he passed.
Yeah.
And there were friends coming in, and you have been 90 and she's been 99. They didn't look at that. I got 35.
Yeah.
So they give you confidence, they give you the, the wind behind your wings, and then that's how it happens. And then the confidence she gives you, you can speak, you can express, what is the harm? Don't look at this. So I don't look at the mic in front of you staring, and then you're just yourself,
Yeah.
And I can never forget that. Because I never knew I could be a radio host or a radio jockey or a podcaster, call it what you want. And a few little samples that I've received, we'll talk about it more, but whoever I send, they saying that, wow. So then you feel a little, you wait for that wow.
Mm-hmm.
And then I immediately thank a few people. I have a whole list. I'm going to read it later. I'm making noise with my flyer. She doesn't like it, but I've got a thank you list here.
Thank you so much.
No, you thank you.
Let's take a short commercial break and come back to a lot of work that you've been doing in Mumbai, a lot of work that you do here for Shamak Davar, and the stuff that makes you tick. Let's talk about all that.
Sure.
स्पाइस रेडियो और रेडियो रिमझिम सुन रहे हैं आप गपशप का प्रोग्राम है हमारे साथ आज मुंबई राज हैं जो कि बहुत दिनों के बाद हमारे स्टूडियोज में आए हैं थैंक्स टू कोविड कि कोई भी किसी से नहीं मिल पाया राइट आई मीन इट्स बिन डोंट यू थिंक दैट वाज वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट ट्रेजेडीज ऑफ द 21st century?
It was. I think, I hope there's never a scene like that, because I don't know, to make it lightly, we call it Zoom ka zamana, because suddenly, Zoom aa gaya tha and it was creating Zoom, I think.
I think so.
But that was the only positive out of the whole COVID thing. And, all around the world we know, but India has its own share of problems, own share of poverty, and it was everybody will say differently, every country had a different way of looking at it. But I just, for some reason, just because you're by yourself, I still found strength in my being by myself, and
Right.
It doesn't sound correct. Not that I was empathizing, because I know a few of my close people who I was reading and knowing that the mother passed away or the father passed away, and you couldn't go for funerals, and the worst was to attend these Zoom funerals as well, which I never knew, and you had to be there because I wanted to be there. But said all that, the negativity, and they say that, something bad and then something good comes out of it. I quite like, then I said, somehow in the evening again, coming back to the happier things and the better things was the Mumbai Raj, and I said, what, let's go on down memory lane and see how it started from here. And I did, during the COVID, 70-80, because another thing in fashion was Instagram Live.
Right.
Everybody was doing Instagram Live.
That's right.
So I also said, let's live it up and do Instagram Live. So I did at least 70-80 Instagram Lives. I had Manu Chopra, again your student from here, his wife Ria on the thing, talking about cakes and everything.
Right.
I had Kanika from here, I had
Right.
Neera Agnihotri, a lot of Vancouver friends, because I wanted to do Indo-Canadian, and a lot of my Indian friends, fashion designers, Umang Kumar, and everyone. And I was every evening said, what, apni khud ki picture bana do, put the camera,
Yes.
and have this live. And I did my 50th on a COVID time.
Yeah.
So I celebrated on Instagram Live. What a 50th birthday, the cheapest ever. Kisi ko kuch dena nahi tha, and everybody was wishing me. And that was all for me. And I remember Mumbai Raj Live is still on my Instagram page, all those 80. And I sometimes wonder ki kaise kiya tha 80 Instagram Live. So,
But you know what? When there is a need for something, the idea comes into somebody's mind and it happens.
yeah.
And you must have been thinking about कि मैं क्या करूँ, ये कैसा time है, इस time में हम क्या करेंगे. But you know what? It is always something that there is a need for. Void होती है ना तो वो void को भरने के लिए ideas आ ही
नहीं
जाते
बिल्कुल
हैं.
मैंने मतलब I told you it was a different era and I hope कभी आए नहीं, but I got that out of it. And then also I had met you and I told you also, then I said it was my dying desire. Lockdown है, you know, you are laid off, you have nothing to do, there's no work, nothing happening. I said चलो एक अभी book कर ही देते हैं.
Right. So
I used my time in the afternoon and I said, let me do a book which should not, you know, give me soft stories of the COVID and autobiography लिखने के अभी तक लायक हूँ नहीं मैं, but you know, if I ever do a book also, I'm going to name it Mumbai Raj. So, and there'll be a first big thanks to, you know, Spice Radio. But I did a book because I tweeted a lot of my thoughts. You know, I've shared some with you and
Yes.
so they were very personal.
Yes.
They were very, very deep, and then I became a Twitter addict.
Right.
So I said, let's compile all the good ones. 200-300 page का self-published book कर दो.
हाँ.
Do a book called Thoughtful Tweets.
Okay.
Cover design किया, page किया, वो किया, थोड़े invest किए पैसे, and the book came out. And at least now on Amazon, I'm an accomplished author, and I'm called Thoughtful Tweets. So I don't know how Anush Irani feels about it, but I'm an author.
Anush says, oh, good, there's another person I like who's with me.
Hope so.
So now, किताब भी लिख ली आपने,
हाँ जी.
podcasting तो आप regularly करते हैं.
अभी चालू किया, नया जन्म हुआ है. ये तो मैंने live किया था.
So
Instagram.
let's talk about your podcasts. So I think कि when you did live Instagram, उसके बाद the next succession of that has to be podcasts.
True. But then, you know, some things come very slow, and I always feel that, you know, karu nahi karu. And again, connecting to the lockdown was you watch so much of content on Netflix and OTT at home. So you were only binging. And there are friends asking, kya dekh rahe ho? Kya dekha? Batao. So I was doing it in my way of Mumbai Raj and sending them voice notes. कि ये बिल्कुल मत देखना और ये ऐसे करना और ये वैसे है and all that. Whoever I sent, they said, Arey, why you're doing WhatsApp? Send it to people. One of the main person who I would send it to was my guru's Shamak Dawa's brother Darab.
Yes.
He drove me up the wall, start something, put it there, it is so witty, it is so this. Then a few people like my dear friend Glenn's wife Shiraz used to watch whatever I'm saying. I'm wondering what's happening.
Right.
Because मैं तो फोन उठा के खाली ऐसे ही बोल रहा हूँ.
Yeah.
Then over a period of time, my friend Rahul Agiwal in Dubai said that it's time you must come into podcast. I said, how? How will I put in Spotify? How? Because technically I am not savvy.
Right.
Because मैंने पहले बता दिया सबको rise to fame 35%, you know. So I'm not technical savvy at all. So then he said, I'll do a podcast for you. So very recently, he said, do one thing, let's do lockdown memories. So जो भी तेरे पास voice clips है, we'll clean it up.
Right.
Put it up because कई पिक्चर के लोग ने नहीं देखी होगी.
हो सकता है.
And then it's become now a regular thing, and now I've got the hang of it, and it's beautiful that you know, as you said, कि एक outlet मिल जाता है, and you know, you need a channel to get it out.
But you've always had the aptitude to talk. You always were able to, you know, convey your message. So it was but natural for you to go into podcasting. Now, you always critiqued all the movies for us.
Yes.
And otherwise as well.
Yes.
So अगर आप वो सब कुछ कर पाते हैं, तो how difficult is it after that to do podcasting?
Yeah, I think was hesitant just because of, you know, sometimes you have to know how to publish it or upload it and all that. I can just talk away. So then my dear friend Rahul, and you know, he's again, I've known him. He was a Shamak Datt performer, dancer. He and his wife both got married due to SDIPA.
Yes.
And he told me, what is happening? Just give me some time and I'll do it. And I said, Rahul, it's the best birthday gift I can get, because now I just send it to him.
Yeah.
And he tells me things like, why were you close to the mic? I could hear a lot of pop coming today. I said, should I do without breathing? And that day he's saying, were you having something spicy? Because everything you were talking, you were saying... So I said, okay, this producer is very karak.
I'm glad that he's correct. You have to be careful, and you have to learn to speak in front of a microphone. Be close, but yet not.
Yes.
But not direct into it. उसको मारामारी करेंगे माइक्रोफोन को तो वो.
उसको पता नहीं ट्रेनिंग कहाँ ली है मैंने, इसके लिए वो बोल रहा है.
And that was good for him to say that. So, podcast में, are you are you critiquing movies that Rani and Rocky ki? I want to talk about that.
I love it. I did
Yeah.
Rocky Raja. You did a
Yeah.
whole different part 2 ban raha hai.
Yeah.
I think they should name that. This movie is called Rocky or Rani Ki Prem Kahani.
Okay.
I think you gave the title for the part 2, जो बनने वाला है.
Which
I
is?
don't know whether people know or no, but part 2 बन रहा है because
Okay.
it did very well. So I think they could call it Rani or Rocky Ki Kahani because
Then yes. So Rocky और रानी की कहानी के बदले रानी और Rocky की
हाँ.
कहानी. Okay. So now I know that you are so close to the Bollywood film industry, and I am not that close to the younger generation now. I mean, my time I did interviews with people like Amitabh and Shah Rukh and Salman and all
and Jimmy
that.
Chawla. I have to just very Gustaki Maaf, I have to cut Sushma ji on this. Her videos with these are going viral.
Yes.
Guys, you have to hashtag Bombay mein every second day I'm sending her videos.
Yes.
Jimmy Chawla ka clip, Salman Khan, and they edit so well.
हाँ.
जो funny portion होता है वही सलमान खान ने बोला जूही चावला के पेरेंट को बोला should I get married to you
Yeah.
or something, and it is beautifully cut.
Yes.
And only the funny parts because एक मिनट का कमाल होना चाहिए.
That's right.
And you're viral there.
Yeah, I know, and we get no credit for that, yaar. Copyright infringement left, right, and center.
और न्यूज भी बनती है उनकी फिर पेपर में छापते भी
I
हैं.
know, I heard that.
Yes, so then they cape and they make news. So Spice is making news there.
Let's take a short commercial break and let's talk about other stuff that is happening in India, because India is changing so rapidly.
Yes.
Things are happening so fast over there.
Yes.
Is it? Are we sitting here and noticing the differences, or are you living over there and noticing the differences?
Yes.
Some of the questions that I will ask. MumbaiRaj is in the studios today. Used to be and is still a dear friend of Shamak Dawar, but did a lot of work for Shamak, promoting Shamak's schools over here. We'll be continuing our conversation with him right after this short commercial break. स्पाइस रेडियो और रेडियो रिमझिम सुन रहे हैं आप. गपशप का प्रोग्राम है और मुंबई राज आज हमारे साथ हैं बहुत दिनों के बाद. इट्स लवली टू टॉक टू हिम. पुरानी बातें हमने कर ली, थॉटफुल ट्वीट्स इन्होंने पब्लिश कर ली, लॉकडाउन की मेमोरीज अब ये पॉडकास्ट में कर रहे हैं, और फिल्मों के बारे में तो स्टेशन के साथ ताल्लुक आपका रहा ही है. एंड यू बीन ऑलवेज टेलिंग अस कि कौन सी फिल्म रिलीज हुई है, आपके उसके व्यूज़ क्या हैं. So I wanted to find out कि ये भी जो नई फिल्में रिलीज हुई हैं, जब आप देखने, do you watch each and every film?
I used to, but now I want a little bit more sensitively sensible.
अच्छा, वो कैसे?
Because बहुत content आने लगा है. मतलब because of the OTT.
अच्छा, I see.
There is so much, and also remember there is a lot of Korean shows.
Oh, I
lot
see.
of English mainstream shows, and also Bollywood.
So आपको सब जगह पे अपना ध्यान लगाना पड़ता है.
And because each one has their own charm in a way. I like to watch stuff that is done. The South industry, Tamil, Telugu movies coming on Netflix, it's a different level.
Yes.
So sometimes I even watch that.
Yes.
Now the new industry, which after years and years being in Mumbai, being in Maharashtra, Marathi cinema has gone way ahead.
Really?
What subjects, what beautiful,
Wow.
like because I know you,
Yeah.
you will not say one Maharashtrian movie you did not like.
Really?
Yeah. So
No
that's
kidding.
another market.
Wow.
And then there is all these Netflix and all the thrillers and all the dramas which go on and on and for so many seasons. And then obviously Bollywood. And then somehow in India, after the COVID, the people going to the cinemas kind of became less. Many cinemas have shut down because the pricing is high. And then people now have got spoiled. घर पे बड़ी टीवी लगा दी, हर 2-3 महीने में नई पिक्चरें आ ही रही हैं.
Right.
तो फिर आप थिएटर जाने के लिए ना आपको ओपेनहाइमर चाहिए,
Yeah.
आपको
बारबी चाहिए.
बारबी चाहिए, which I did see Barbie. Oppenheimer again, sorry, मेरे को 35% मिला था.
Yeah.
So I'm not watching Oppenheimer. But I saw Barbie, I loved it. I loved it. Like
Yes.
I could do a 1 hour on Barbie.
Yes.
If you have anybody here wanting to talk about Barbie, I will speak for an hour.
Yeah, I enjoyed that film as well.
I'm so happy you did, because see, the messaging is important.
Very important, and it was so subtly put in there. and it was beautifully done.
I heard somewhere on somewhere that they were saying the little kind of men were upset now because they showed that every Ken is not good. I said, where have they gone to that now?
No.
Controversy निकालने के लिए वहां तक पहुंच गए हो.
No, but that's stupid. Anyway, one doesn't have to pay attention to that 1%.
People like Barbie, it takes you to cinema. People like Mission Impossible take you to cinemas. And also then in Bollywood movies like, Satya Prem Ki Katha, and then
and this Rani,
Hatke, Jara Bachke takes you to cinemas.
How was that film?
They were good because there is somehow, I'm just feeling it, and when I'm talking to you, I'm just thinking that the only movies which are doing well have a little bit of sensibility. मस्ती है, but थोड़ी एक सीख अभी जरूरी आई गई है. So every movie has got a little twist on something. किसी न किसी का chord it touches, and then the movie gets the word of mouth. So similarly, even Karan Johar making a comeback with Rocky और रानी की प्रेम कहानी. First half बिल्कुल मस्ती है, धमाल है. Ranveer has played himself.
Yes.
His clothes, his mannerisms, and I think it's so smart for a director like Karan Johar not to make him a सीधा सादा something. But I can imagine, I hope I was involved to see that वो जब कपड़े देख रहा होगा तो वो कितना excited हो गया होगा, because he is, and with no offense, everybody has their own life.
Yes.
He likes to wear purple and green and yellow.
Right.
Let him wear.
Yeah.
So this movie, so he might have got a
lot of fun.
kicked. So he's played himself. Then he's got Jaya Bachchan.
Yes.
And Dharminder, which people have not seen. Then he tied up with Sare Gama. Now Sare Gama, with music rights, have got every old song. At every minute when Shabana Azmi and they are coming, there is a drop of old songs.
Old songs in the background.
So what is happening with the old people?
Yeah.
They are just can't get over it.
Just like Mughal Azam.
Yes, so smartly they have done that. Then there's Alia, who is my favorite because she's kind of an actress in Bollywood now, playing different roles. Sometimes people don't like it. Sometimes people expect more out of her. But she's the Mahesh Bhatt daughter. And she gives it her best. So even in this, the in and out movie is Rocky. And I think Karan Johar did say that there would be no one else better than Rocky. And Alia's role was just the way she is, simple, beautiful Manish Malhotra saris, which are the talk of Mumbai. Everybody wants that sari. Everybody. But she did her role well because her role was written in that way. So you cannot say he was shining or she was shining. So I felt the songs and the kind of promotion they did, people went into the theatres. Now you look at from the business point of view, crore रुपए लगते हैं. तो ठीक है 8-10 लोगों को पसंद नहीं आई कि क्या है, ये है, लाविश सेट किया है, वो ही तो है करण जौहर का. हमने तो नहीं बनाई ना. थिएटर में लोग भर भर के जा रहे हैं अभी भी, वैंकूवर में भी जा रहे हैं, तो कुछ तो बात होगी.
Certainly.
So it's a trip. You have to go there that you're going to have a good time, come back.
After many years of Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum,
True.
I sat down and watched that film. वो भी fast forward करके but I wanted to see it, to see what was all the hoopla about. So Karan Johar का style अपना है, but I'm glad what you're saying. So Alia के बारे में जब आप बात कर रहे हैं, I'm going to put her father's interview that I did in Mumbai in 1984.
True, good.
That interview, I've just digitized it.
Oh, very nice.
And he was on the sets of Saransh.
Oh, wow. Anupam Kher.
And Anupam Kher ko मैंने दाना नहीं डाला. I didn't even look at him. And 3 years later, when I went back to Mumbai, he was a big star.
He was.
And he didn't even talk to me. He made sure that he wouldn't give me the time for the interview. And when he came here, about 4 years ago, I mentioned that to him. मैंने कहा ये तब हुआ था. So he just acknowledged it. Didn't say sorry, didn't say I did it deliberately, didn't say I don't remember. Just acknowledged it. I thought that was classy.
Yeah, overall, whatever I know, because recently a big director called Satish Kaushik passed away. And Anupam Kher and Anil Kapoor, they three were jodi every day.
Yes.
So when he passed away and, they did a funeral and he took care of the family, and that sometimes you realize that they are human beings. Anil Kapoor and Anupam Kher were devastated. You get them in a room and make them talk about Satish Kaushal.
Yeah.
They will get all teary.
Yeah.
And that's the respect I give more to human being than to an
Right.
actor, because वो acting नहीं कर रहे थे.
नहीं, exactly.
वो दिख रहा था, because
Yeah.
अभी तक तो पता लग ही जाता है कि कोई ओवर एक्ट कर रहा है,
Right.
कोई एक्ट नहीं कर रहा है, so you can make that out. So there's a different, and also remember that they evolve with different things. Anil Kapoor is in top form in Mumbai even now.
No, look at him. Amazing.
Not just physically, but
Yeah.
similarly like that,
Yeah.
We'll talk later about all the women that are ruling Bollywood now.
Right.
And you'll be so happy.
Yeah. I'm always happy to know that women are ruling Bollywood.
I know that.
Let's talk a little bit. We've got about 3 minutes before I bring Kamal on as well. Let's talk a little bit about the movie. इसका अगर आप इसको रॉकी और रानी की कहानी को अगर आप कोई नंबर देना चाहेंगे, what would you give it?
I would give it a 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5?
Yes.
Okay, so 8 out of 10?
Yes.
Okay. And what is it that you liked the most about, without giving away the
I think without giving away, there's one thing, but by now I know people here have seen it twice, and so there's not a single human being who's a Bollywood person has not seen it. I think Karan Johar is doing rounds of publicity now because he's after years and years of being trolled, and he's got a little kind of an acclaim, which is genuinely proving, because what he, and rightfully I like the way when people speak, he's giving all due credit to the writers. After years and years, people have understood that only the writing, if you have some talking points, if you have a page, and you then know how to make a movie. Today, if you and I make a documentary, if there is nothing on the sheet, so whether you direct it, whether Sudhi directs it, whether I direct it, or you get someone from London, how will we deliver? So these pages were beautifully written. I like the writing of the movie. Obviously, I like the styling of the movie. And you expect when you go for a Dharma production, it is over the top, which is good enough. And obviously very sublime acting by Shabana, Dharminder, Jaya. He gave his dues to everybody. And again, that goes to the editing, because everybody was justified.
Oh, very good.
In a multi-starrer, to give everybody a shine, again, not easy.
No, it isn't.
So there are rumors like they say Barbie 2 बनने वाली है.
हाँ.
Even Rocky और Rani की part 2 बनने वाला है, which is so good, because it's good for the industry overall.
Yes.
People get work.
Yes.
I went to the cinema in Mumbai. It was packed.
Was it really?
After years, the feeling, it was packed.
So now the theatres in India have also become multiplexes, right?
Yes.
अब बड़े-बड़े theatres नहीं हैं.
नहीं, multiplexes.
सारे multiplexes.
Single screen बहुत कम.
अच्छा. So then it is what, 400, 300, 400 लोग एक theatre में?
Yes.
कि उससे भी कम?
नहीं, 400, 500.
Yeah.
There are different kinds of, every multiplex has a cinema which is a lounge where you get food, you get service, you get a bed sheet.
Yeah.
So that's distraction, because you can't watch the movie. Picnic करने नहीं आए हो. And then there are other ones which are like good seating, and it's beautiful. It's if you come to Mumbai, you will understand
Right.
what's happened.
Great. How is Sharanya doing?
Sharanya is doing well. I think she's a sweet little happy mummy now.
Yes.
When you become a mummy, maybe she can do a mummy talk with you, nothing else.
Well, she does all the other talks as well, but she is also figuring out, how to be a creative person and also be mummy. And I said, my dear, it's oxymoronic. You are creative. That's why you had a baby.
Wow, well said.
We'll take a short break, bring Kamal in, आपके साथ हंगामा करने के लिए.
बिल्कुल जी.
You would love to talk to him as well.
Why not? अभी तो मिले थे.
Let's take a short break and we'll be right back with Mumbai Raj. Only on Spice Radio. Spice Radio, रेडियो रिमझिम सुन रहे हैं आप. गप शप का प्रोग्राम है और मुंबई राज आज हमारे साथ हैं. एंड गेस व्हाट, मुंबई राज बहुत बॉलीवुड की बातें करते हैं और हमारे लोकल बॉलीवुड गॉसिपर हमारे साथ हैं. द वन एंड ओनली कमल शर्मा जी. कमल जी कैसे हैं आप?
मैं बिल्कुल ठीक ठाक हूँ, लेकिन आपने गॉसिपर क्यों क्या किया?
और मैं क्या बोलूँ आपको भाई?
Take it as a compliment.
Take it as a compliment. यार मैं शुक्र है मैं बताती नहीं हूँ लोगों को कि हर थर्सडे बैठ के आप और मैं सिर्फ चुगली किया करते थे. मैंने किसी को नहीं बताया आज तक.
लेकिन उसमें कितनी सच्चाई होती थी.
well, चुगलियों में कभी कभी 30% सच्चाई होती थी और 70% चुगली होती
वो
थी.
नमक मिर्च लगा के ही मजा आता है सुषमा जी चाट में.
ये एक शो होना चाहिए. आई वांट टू मॉडरेट दिस शो.
No, we are doing it.
आई वांट टू मॉडरेट दिस शो. पूरा डिग के मैं खबरें निकालूंगा.
Nee, but we are going to do it. There are 4 friends of ours that we are going to do a show called आओ बहन चुगली करें.
हिट है.
Kamal ji, feeling relaxed now because I know you're already jumping onto a next project.
मैं एक खत्म करते ही दूसरे में जंप कर जाता हूँ सुषमा जी और पूरी इस समय डूब चुका हूँ उसमें और डूबने की तैयारियां कर रहा हूँ बिकॉज दैट इज ऑन August 20th जैसे कि आपको पता ही है एंड दिस इज समथिंग विच इज वेरी क्लोज टू माई हार्ट. मुंबई राज को भी पता होगा कि मेरे को कितना शौक है ऐसी चीजों को टटोल कर लेके आना और फिर पेश करना यहाँ पर ताकि आम जनता को ये पता चले कि ऐसा कुछ भी है जो भारत में है और यहाँ पर भी एंजॉय किया जा सकता है. I mean, Shamak Dawar, of course, have been doing a wonderful job with their Bollywood dancing. लेकिन ये जो सा है ये क्लासिकल है and KVP Heritage और शुक्र फाउंडेशन इसको कर रहे हैं यहाँ पर and this is on August 20th which is Sunday at the Michael J. Fox Theatre which is in Burnaby.
So इसकी खासियत ये है कि it's all Kathak. Now Bollywood dancing is based on Kathak.
True.
Absolutely, most of it. Absolutely, you're right, Sushma ji. Most of the Bollywood dancing is based on Kathak. उसमें improvisations होता रहता है. यदा कदा वहाँ पर क्लासिकल डांसेस जैसे कि भारतनाट्यम, कुचिपुड़ी, इसके अलावा फोक डांसेस उनका भी इस्तेमाल किया जाता है. But this particular one is obviously all about Kathak. जो जिसकी कुछ हमें कुछ झलके क्या बल्कि मुगल आजम की जितने भी डांसेस थे सारे कथक बेस्ड थे. But this one is called Khoj and Khoj means in search, searching for something. Now what is that search? Obviously we'll find out on 20th of August when Usha Gupta, who is one of the foremost choreographer and Kathak exponent from Edmonton, Alberta, she is bringing this incredible group of 6 dancers from India along with 4 instrumentalists and 4 vocalists. So इसकी खासियत ये है सुषमा जी कि इसमें कथक डांस जो सा है वो लाइव ऑर्केस्ट्रा पर करने जा रहे हैं.
Oh, so they'll be dancing.
For example, मुगल आजम हमने जो अभी देखा
जी.
एलिजाबेथ थिएटर में वहाँ पर of course लाइव डांसिंग थी and it was a live stage show. However, singing तो लाइव जरूर थी but that was on taped music.
Right.
यहाँ पर जो म्यूजिक है और जो सिंगिंग है एंड इंस्ट्रूमेंटलिज्म जो सारा कुछ लाइव है और उसके ऊपर डांस.
Wow.
Phenomenal.
Yes.
That'll be great.
And that is why it's something different than what we just saw. This is purely classical and yet it is also रूहानियत के बहुत नजदीक लेके जाता है. जैसे कि नाम से हम अंदाजा लगा सकते हैं खोज एक सर्च है. वो खोज किसकी है? हम सबको किसी न किसी चीज की खोज है. कोई शांति की तलाश में है, कोई मतलब दुनिया भर के हर किस्म के एग्जाम्पल्स मैं यहाँ पे दे सकता हूँ. हर एक को कोई ना कोई खोज है एंड दैट इज एग्जैक्टली व्हाट दिस होल म्यूजिकल एस्पेक्ट इज ऑल अबाउट. खोज इन सर्च बाय दिस wonderful group choreographed by world famous Usha Gupta ji who has her Canadian technicians along with this. So इसमें गोरे technicians हैं सारे, artists सारे from India and of course the musicians चाहे वो सारंगी वादक हो, हारमोनियम प्लेयर हो, तबला वादक हो या बांसुरी वादक हो और उनके साथ जो वोकलिस्ट हैं वो सब भारत से आ रहे हैं.
You know, it's so good, Kamal ji, आप ही बोल रहे हैं because the culture is what people need to also get infused into and like congrats for Mughal Azam because I think the stage was set on such a high barometer and people now have got the taste of, you know, understanding such kind of performances and this also will be a, you know, up your sleeve and Mughal Azam was really, really well done. I had seen it in Mumbai twice already and I felt...
You're very right, Rajesh. I mean, you said it very well that I mean, of course, people back in India, they get to taste these kind of things very often. However, for people who've been living in North America, this was our first taste, first experience of a musical coming out from India. And the way it transpired, and of course, the way it was received by each and everyone clearly showed that there is an absolute appetite for these kind of events in Vancouver, at the Lower Mainland. And I'm sure the success of this will encourage others to bring these kind of musicals to Vancouver, which certainly would love to see anything and everything other than what we normally get to see.
And they would know who to contact here.
और दूसरे जो programs हैं वो तो होते हैं और होते रहेंगे, लेकिन कुछ different चीज हो जिसको देखकर एक नई फीलिंग हो और साथ ही साथ हम उस संस्कृति और सभ्यता के और नजदीक जा सकें जिसको हम सब बिलोंग करते हैं, लेकिन यहाँ पर आकर एक तरीके से खो से गए.
बिल्कुल.
So to get that back, I think this is a wonderful.
It's nice. It's a good thing you're bridging the two countries, the two cultures together. But congrats on Mughal Azam and all the best for your show.
तो
Thank you so much.
शो की टिकटें कहाँ से मिलेंगी और टिकटों की प्राइस क्या रखी है आपने?
So Sushma ji, this is I could probably say that this is an Indo-Canadian production because, like I said, Usha Gupta ji is from Canada. The technicians are all from Canada, and of course, me, the presenter, I am from Canada. But all the rest of the artists, the singers, the musicians, and the dancers, they're all from India. So this is at the Michael J. Fox Theatre, which is in Burnaby. Michael J. Fox के बारे में हम सबको मालूम ही है. वहाँ पे उन्होंने पढ़ाई करी, उन्हीं के नाम पर इस थिएटर का नाम हुआ है. And of course, ये संडे अगस्त 20th को शाम को 6 बजे दरवाजे खुल जाएंगे, 7 बजे प्रोग्राम शुरू होगा. टिकट्स $20, $25, $30 and VIP is only $50. और खासियत ये है सुषमा जी कि सीनियर्स एंड स्टूडेंट्स के लिए $5 डिस्काउंट भी है.
ओके, हर टिकट पे $5 डिस्काउंट.
हर टिकट पर $5 डिस्काउंट टू स्टूडेंट्स एंड सीनियर्स. These tickets can be bought online from vtixonline.com. जो इस समय प्रोग्राम सुन रहे हैं और सीनियर्स हैं या स्टूडेंट्स हैं, want to avail that. The promo code is student 5 and senior 5.
Oh,
they can use that and of course they can avail the $5 off.
अच्छा, मैं एक बहुत ही मुश्किल सवाल मुंबई राज से पूछना चाहती हूँ. आप पॉडकास्टिंग करते हैं, इस आदमी को कभी पॉडकास्ट में नहीं लिया आपने?
मैंने अभी तक वो चालू नहीं किया है. टू डू एन इंटरव्यू विथ people who are so senior to me and have done so much of good work, and it is in my wish list to start doing that and making people aware of the kind of work so many people around the world do it. For the moment, I'm just actually not even calling my podcast reviews. I'm calling them views. And just recently, after I saw Mughal Azam, and I hope Kamalji has heard it, and I will make you hear it.
I did hear it, and it's wonderful. Congratulations.
Thank you
on
so
that
much.
Thank you.
So
and thank you for making this reach all those people who somehow missed it and of course are regretting it. And I'm sure after missing this, they will make sure that anytime something else of this kind comes to Vancouver, they would not and should not miss it.
Yeah, so it's just the views that I do on movies and OTTs, and then one fine day when I do the interviews, the first one, with all respect to Kamalji, will be the Shushma ji, and then the rest. Because Kamalji, my name MumbaiRaj has come thanks to Shushma ji. So वो तो right ही बनता है ना?
You know what? I always say कि line में सबसे आगे सुषमा जी है.
There you go. There you go.
Okay, both of you have got gold marks. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Kamal ji.
Thank you, Kamal ji.
Thank you, सुषमा जी.
Okay, so कमल जी का शो हो रहा है 20 तारीख को, उसमें जाना मत भूलिएगा. Mumbai Raj.
Yes.
Final question from you. How long are you here for?
I'm here for like 2 months, nearly 2 months.
Oh, very good. तो फिर दोबारा आपसे मुलाकात होने के
देखिए सीक्वल का तो पार्ट चल रहा है ना, रॉकी रानी का पार्ट 2, बाबी का पार्ट 2. तो मुंबई राज का आते आते बिल्कुल ताजा रहा, ये मुंबई की परफ्यूम और मुंबई का जो हो रहा था. Then I'll sound very Canadian and we'll talk about more about Canada and Vancouver.
Good. And you still have your beautiful apartment in North Van.
Oh, how sweet you remember. Yes, it is. My nest. I call it the nest. I'm a little overgrown for the nest, but the nest is the best.
इसी के साथ thank you for coming to
Thank you, Sushma ji. It's an honor.
Lovely to talk to you.
Lovely.
इसी के साथ हमारे आज के इस प्रोग्राम को समाप्त करने की इजाजत चाहते हैं. वो सभी बातें जो आज आपकी नजरों में अटकी, खटकी और दिल में समाई, उन सबको लेके विल बी हियर टुमारो. और कल फ्राइडे का दिन है, न्यूमरोलॉजी का दिन होगा. और यहाँ पे हम मुबारकबाद देना चाहते हैं दिलजीत थिंड साहब को, जिन्हें की ऑर्डर ऑफ ब्रिटिश कोलंबिया मिला है. उनके साथ एक खास इंटरव्यू आज शाम के प्रोग्राम में आप सुनेंगे. मैंने उनसे इंटरव्यू की है और मैं आपको बता दूं कि 1990 में फर्स्ट ओबीसी दिया गया था And since then, 23 people from the South Asian community, he's the 23rd one to receive it. Unko diye gaye hain. And there are people from our community who have been, pioneers.
Truly.
And have been encouraged to. मैं भी चाहती हूँ कि लोगों को encourage करूँ कि वो भी किसी का नाम आगे दें ताकि उन लोगों को भी सम्मानित किया जाए.
Truly.
So उनके साथ इंटरव्यू आज होगा, जरूर सुनिएगा शाम 6:30 बजे के प्रोग्राम में. Stay tuned for the drive home grind with DJ Flight and Maya right here on Spice Radio. और आपकी रिक्वेस्ट्स नूतन के साथ रेडियो रिमझिम पे मुंबई राज के साथ दोबारा मुलाकात बहुत जल्द करेंगे.